Coordinating committee chairperson of Say What. When I joined Say What, I was in my first year. First SIHR was HIV and AIDS programming because I had always been a peer educator from high school. But Say What helped me to understand the broader issues of sexual and reproductive health rights and how there are linkages between all of those issues. So I got a holistic and comprehensive understanding in terms of gender mainstreaming, in terms of youth and SRHR, in terms of minorities, in terms of SRHR from a rights-based approach, whereas it was only from when I joined when I was pretty green, it was mostly from HIV and AIDS awareness. So Say What took me through the whole range of information gathering, awareness, sensitization and dissemination of information, to actually also being a content creator in terms of SRHR issues. It also took me through advocacy and lobbying for SRHR issues. So I literally became an SRHR advocate or a young champion of SRHR issues. I think also the Mgota initiative was very good in that it helped me link with other young people, young men actually, specifically to deal with SRHR issues from a young man perspective, and how we are both perpetrators and supposed to be change agents or agents of transformation and change within that sector. So because of my training and my exposure with Say What, I then became affiliated with other young people networks like the Yet Alumni Network, the Winter School, the Friedrich Ebert Stiftung Youth Leadership Training. I also became an SRHR ambassador with SAFAIDS and various other roles, including Zimbabwe Youth Council board member, in particular for Youth in Health, for the Youth in Health cluster. And I was also from Say What, then molded me into both a leader and perhaps an effective advocate and communicator, which is why now
My name is Beatrice. I'm the director and founder for Roots, an organization working in Zimbabwe to promote gender equality. I used to be a volunteer for Say What when I was a student in college. I then became their program information and advocacy officer. I was clueless about what SRH meant because I felt like people used to throw around a lot of acronyms. So I have also gone on not just to benefit because of my the information that I got, but I've become a source of information for my friends. So I've also gone on to share that information within my workspace at Roots. So I feel like as a young person, I was entrusted with leadership at a younger age when I was in college, when I worked with Say What. And that just demystified what leadership is and how I can go hold my government to account and stuff like that. So I then felt very much empowered to be able to go to communities to talk about issues of sexual and reproductive health and other related issues, and also being able to demand accountability from my government, from the local authorities. And I remember my very first time when I got there was a quote on the wall that says, "Leaders create more leaders, not followers." And I feel with the model of Say What, of that of creating leaders, like through the local coordinating committees and national coordinating committees, that the organization is managed to raise a lot of leaders in different spheres, and I'm one of them. Because that element of just being trusted with leadership when you're young and knowing that the possibilities of having youth adult partnerships and being able to coexist in spaces, and as a young person to be able to influence, to demand and drive change.